things, when I'm energetic to do things, I could go on. I could go on for hours. I could keep on walking, you know, like that. So those are basically the 3 types of depression that I've had so far.
Postpartum depression is not just about depression. There is a wide range of signs and symptoms which the patients present with. Although there's an underlying depression, they present with all. They can be anxious, worrying, they could be irritable, they could be very hungry, they are not coordinating themselves in some manners, and you know, especially after childbirth.
I was just tired of the same scenario. You leave, we come and settle the matter in your family head's house. My own family head too appears, you know. I was just tired of the same rigmarole. So I said, what am I to do? So I kept thinking, like I said, I was thinking of what my parents would say, what my siblings would say, what my children would say, how they would feel. So those are the things that made me to be sad. So for a long time, I did not, I was the only one at home. I didn't even know what to do. So I lost interest in things that I do. Like I enjoy drumming, I enjoy singing, songwriting, you know, so the things I enjoy doing, I just lost interest in them. So I was just at home, I didn't take my bath, I didn't eat, my house was just dirty, I was just there.
There's a thin line between normal behavior and abnormal behavior, because sometimes you and I, we get sad sometimes, but we'll come out of it. Sadness on its own is when you are not, you are very sad, but when you come in contact with things that make you happy, you come out of the sadness. But depression on the other side, no matter what happens, you still feel horrible with yourself.
On that morning that I knew that it felt like, I just knew that if I didn't get help, I was going to die. So that morning I was like, if I die, what will happen to my children? Because that was the breaking point. That was the time that it was either I lived or I died. So my mind would tell me, okay, just continue, just stay on your own. If you die, I mean, nobody will harass you about your failed marriage. Nobody will harass you about the career that you're not doing, you know, so many things like that. Nobody will just harass you, you'll be free. On the other hand, I thought about my children, what will happen to them? Who's going to take care of them? How will they fare? You know, so I was at that crossroad on that morning, on the morning of September 1, 2016. So basically I thought about my children, so I just picked up my phone, and I called my ex, told him that I was not feeling well, you know. So then just as I was talking to him, my landlord's wife came and knocked on my door and said she had not seen me for like 2 weeks. Now what was I doing? You know, just me at home. She did not see me going to the studio. She just came to check on me at that time. So that's how she saw me. I was already looking malnourished, like the way an AIDS patient will look like, as in I was gone. I was looking very skinny. I wasn't looking healthy at all. So she just screamed and called her husband. Then she called my mother and told them that they should come, that I was not looking okay. She come and pick me up and take me to the hospital. So as that was going on, her husband came. He took me to the hospital. He called my parents, and my parents came to the hospital to join us. So I was told at the hospital at aviation clinic that they don't treat that kind of case there. They don't treat depression and suicidal case there. You know, I was now referred to Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, LUTH, the psychiatric department there, and that's where I got treatment.
They need the support, they need the confidence, and then when we are saying support them and all that, doesn't mean that they cannot lift this or they cannot do that, or no. Support in, you are nice to them, you ask after them, and if you see that this has passed the just asking after them, this person is the functioning is affected. Functioning meaning there's a breakdown in relationship, there's a breakdown in personal relationship. She's no longer taking care of herself, she cannot take care of the child, she's not maintaining her relationship with friends, and she cannot even go to work again. Then that has crossed the mark. There's no amount of social help now that can help. So at that time, what the relatives can do is to bring her to the hospital.
I had for like 1 week. Then by the second week, I lost interest in eating. I didn't even wash my plates, my pots, everything was there. They were dirty. I didn't take my bath. I didn't do anything. So before that day, I had not eaten for like 4 days. I don't eat anything. I was just lying down on the couch, doing basically nothing, just staring into space and waiting for the last minute to come.